Oh my God!
Oh, let's go! Let's go!
What's up, bro?
What you got, fellas?
Oh, everything's good. Hey, you look good today with the new shortstop, man.
Wow! I mean, listen, I got the chance to spend a little time with Trey and his family. And listen, I mean, come on, Carlos, you know how it is. This is a major day in so many young kids' lives. To have the opportunity to continue your career, play at the next level. What a blessing for myself to be able to rep the Yankee logo, bro. It's a blessing for myself to be able to meet these kids. I mean, listen, these kids are rich, bro.
I know, man. Mucho dinero.
Hey, they're talking to me. They're like, man, hey, Swish, man, I want your watch. I'm like, bro, I want a loan, bro. I want a loan from y'all for sure.
I know.
Hey, how you been for the last few, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks? I mean, following, of course, you love the Yankees. You love your team. That's your team. I mean, how has it been for you? Because there's been a lot of ups. There'll be some downs. I mean, it's not George Steinbrenner is not alive, so we know that. Yep. And how Steinbrenner already said it, my dad used to do it one way, and it didn't always work neither. So, I mean, how has it been for you watching the team going through this?
I mean, listen, bro, we were so spoiled last year in a 60-game season, right? Like every game meant something. Well, now we're back to a 162-game season, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think there's not as much pressure on every game, obviously, as there was last year. Listen, being able to take 2 out of 3 from Houston the way we did, this last series before the All-Star break, I think is a huge jolt for us in the right direction. Listen, I mean, you saw it like I did. Garrett Cole's performance the other night was impressive.
Unbelievable.
129 pitches for him to be doing what he's doing. I could not be more proud of him. At the end of the day, listen, it hasn't been the year we've wanted so far, but listen, historically, the Yankees have been a great team in the second half, and there's nothing that anyone can do to change my mind. Listen, I still believe in this team. I believe that they have the talent to make it happen. Listen, we've had some injuries along the way, but that's what's going to happen during a season. But at the end of the day, man, I'm thinking you got Garrett Cole, you got Giancarlo, you got Aaron Judge. I mean, there's a great chance for things to happen. For me, the X factor in the second half of the season, Gleyber Torres. If Gleyber Torres goes off in the second half, I can promise you're going to find the Yankees in the playoffs, no doubt.
But I think they need one or 2 more pitchers. I don't know what you think. Because
I think the injury to Corey Kluber obviously was a major, definitely hurt the squad for sure, especially coming off that no-hitter. I mean, that was so fun to watch. But listen, right? I mean, starting pitching is the name of the game. And most teams that make it to the end of the World Series, right, they usually have 2 to 3 horses that they can go to for big innings when they need them. Now, the one thing we do have on our side is we've got a great bullpen. Obviously, today wasn't exactly what we were used to seeing. But, listen, Chapman's been unbelievable. He's had a rough little patch. But I believe in him, and I think everybody else does as well. All you got to do is follow him on Instagram, man. He's hungry. He wants to get back in there and do his thing. I know that he can for sure.
I got a question for you. He's healthy? Because he haven't pitched in 8 days. He's healthy?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, Carlos, I haven't gotten a chance to be around the guys as much as I would like. But listen, man. I mean, you're talking about one of the best athletes in the league right there. I know. He's one of the fastest runners when he gets on the field. He's one of the biggest guys on the field. He throws 104 miles an hour. But you're right. I mean, obviously, he's been banged up a little bit. But that's why this All-Star break could not come at a better time. I think right now the guys need this break. I think Booney's going to get those boys going in the second half. And listen, man, at the end of the day, we're a 27-time World Series champion.
He put it up. That's for you, bro.
Nick, I didn't bring you here to talk about the 27 championship or whatever. I mean, your last World Series ring is probably already old and done.
Yeah, it's in my safe, bro. It's in my safe. That's where it is.
Hey, seriously, I mean, you seen how the division is going, because we want to keep in the Yankee division and all that. We don't want to talk the whole league. The division is being a little weird. I mean, you get Tampa fighting in there without starting pitching. They're pretty much just, how they do it. Yeah. But they've been fighting it. They keep staying there. Toronto probably, with George Springer out for a little while, bullpen issues. They're being a little, I think you're right, and we keep telling everybody the Yankees they have it in them. They should be able to come back. But I mean, for you, do you feel the same way as Haustein Brandon when he came out and said it's on the players, not in everybody? It's on the players.
Yeah, I think it's an overall. I think it's an organization thing, right? It's a team thing, right? You don't want to be pointing fingers at people when you're going through tough times. Listen, we've been through tough times before, but I think the thing that we really need to realize is that the AL East is not made up of two teams anymore. We're talking about Boston is having a great season.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
the
you.
Toronto Blue Jays offensively, bro, watch out.
The best.
Those young kids can mash for sure. And with everything that everything that Tampa's doing, right? Listen, man, I mean, the only team that you can almost count out is Baltimore. Every other team in that division has players and has game. So I think for myself, it's going to be a battle this second half of the season. But I think for where we are, I think we're in a good spot. Listen, we've gone through all the tough the heartbreaks this year, the injuries, the ups and downs. Second half, in my mind, hopefully that's where we really take off. Because at the end of the day, listen, I mean, when the Yankees are playing well, baseball is good in my mind.
So baseball hasn't been very good for you when the 0-6 Yankees try to beat the Red Sox.
Look at the hair. Look at the hair.
I didn't watch those games, man. What happened? I didn't see those.
Papi, let me tell you something. Something that the Yankees need is somebody with your energy. That's something that I haven't seen in the last few weeks. I don't see the energy. I don't see the team being cocky and stuff like that. I don't see that. So they need to come back with that.
I mean, come on, Los. I mean, you remember when you guys had successful years, just the overall camaraderie and how much fun you guys were having each and every time you took the field. I think for myself, the first two games in Houston, I really appreciated because it looked like the boys were starting to have some fun. Right?
Yeah, me too.
Judge, he's coming around third base. He's like, oh, I'm cold in here, bro. Keep my jersey on. And they're putting jackets on guys in the whole nine. Like,
you really want to go?
Yeah. I mean, look at the Boston Red Sox. They're pushing dudes down the dugout in the laundry carts and the whole nine. You got San Diego with the big chains and the whole nine.
Yeah.
You gotta have something that separates you from everybody else. And I think we're still trying to find that. Hopefully this jacket thing is something that we can roll with because at the end of the day,
Nick, amigo, hey, we might not see that jacket again for a while. I mean,
I know, right?
I did see that, bro. I did see that.
Right? What a bad way to end that game. No doubt. 100%.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's true.
That's amazing. That's why this game is the best game. I don't care basketball, football, baseball is the best. You have to play 9 innings, 27 out. You know what? And you don't know what's going to happen and stuff like
100%. And Los, you're so right, man. But I think that's the big difference is this year it's going to be like that 162 game grind, right? Yeah. Like I mean the teams last year it was such a sprint towards to the end of the season. Now I think it's really going to play out. Hopefully, listen, we got Luis Severino coming back in the second half, fingers crossed. That'll be a huge jolt for our starting pitching. I think that can be a real big boost for us. Getting Chapman back on track, on path. Listen, getting Luke Voit back has been huge, right? Yes. I know he hasn't been the player he wants to be, but I know it's in there. And he's one of those guys, Los, that we're talking about, has that personality, has that chip on his shoulder, right?
Yes.
He's the emotional leader on that squad, in my opinion. And by the way, CJ LeMay, was starting to hit again. And once we get him, Glaber going, Luke Voit doing his thing, I'm telling you, man, I think the Yankees can really take off in the second half.
In other words, amigo, you're saying the whole team needs to start going.
No, you said that. You said that, baby.
Hey, Nick, you know what you need to do? You need to bring Iran Boca Chica to teach them how to take the bat.
Yeah, I mean, we got Iran Boca Chica around there.
That's it, man. Man, I missed you guys, man. I'm glad you guys are doing great, man. It's such a good time talking to you guys, man.
Awesome.
Hey, but it was nice seeing you, of course. Nice seeing you, and it's great because we want the fans to get the idea of what the Yankees are about. I mean, because it's not been fun. Definitely, it's not been fun for the fan. It hasn't been fun for you guys that are true Yankee to the end. I mean, and I want people to get that idea too. Are you ready for this weekend with the Red Sox?
Well, I mean, we got the All-Star break good. I mean, we got the All-Star break first, which I think is going to be huge, right? I think more than anything, I don't know about you guys, but I am stoked for this home run derby, bro. This thing is going to be amazing, right? I guarantee you, Ohtani's going to hit balls 550 feet.
Oh,
I can't wait. I think it's going to be absolutely. Oh, Poppy, what's up?
You got Manito in there.
Hey,
What's up, Amigo? What's
I
up,
want to
baby?
ask you something. I want to ask you something. What are you using? Because I'm trying your style, but it doesn't stay up.
You got to put that glue in there, bro. You got to put the glue in there. You know what I'm saying? This thing hasn't moved in 6 hours, bro. For real.
Era. The guys in the top.
Checking.
The guys in the top.
Poppy, put the hat on, Poppy. Put the hat back on, Poppy.
I know. Hey, Alvaro Espinosa said to say hi, bro.
Who's that?
Alvaro Espinosa. He said to say hi to you.
I know, man. Tell him I said, what's up, man? I love seeing you guys, man.
Yeah.
So
Thank
much
you.
fun.
Thank you.
I just want to thank you for explaining these two guys. You know,
Oh, man.
because they're been hammering me the whole season about Yankees. You know, this guy over here, he's been over DJ the whole season. That it was a bad signing and everything. The whole
No. Listen, man. I think, like I said, I mean, last year was such a sprint to the end zone. I guess at the end of the day, this is going to be one of those drawn out long seasons, right? Guys are going to have to grind.
Yeah.
Hey, Lopes, a lot of things can happen in August and September, brother. You know that.
But hey, Nick, amigo, I've been hearing that since 2009 from you guys. I mean, when is gonna happen?
I see you, bro. I can't wait. When it does happen, bro, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm coming for you.
Oh my God. Well, Nick, hey, nice being here, my man. I mean,
you got it, man.
We'll see you again, and we'll bring you in like always whenever you have a chance. You know, we'll be here. We'll have fun, my man.
Maybe tomorrow after the home run contest, you have to.
Who you got, Nick? Who you got?
About Ohtani.
Listen, man, hey, as much as I'm on the Ohtani train right now, I got to go with my guy, Polar Bear Pete, right?
No.
I mean, I'm going to go with Polar Bear Pete, bro. You know he mashes home runs.
He
And
matched.
in Coors Field, man, he's one of those guys that if you watch him in the home run derby in Cleveland, he wasn't just pulling everything. He was staying up the middle, right? He was hitting home runs in the big part of the ballpark.
Yeah.
And when you can leave dead center, that gives you way better options than everybody else. So I think with him, his power is right center, left center, but I can promise you, bro, he might be hitting a couple balls off that left field scoreboard.
Ooh.
Oh,
Majito, you could ask Nick how Joey Gallo looks in the pink stripe, whatever you call that.
Yeah, that's what that's my winner.
That's your guy? I love me some Joey
Gallo.
Gallo. You want to talk about it? I mean, the kid can play center field. He can play right field. He can run. He can hit. He can put the ball in play. He can steal bases for you. I mean, he's just a tremendous athlete, man. I mean, this home run derby, in my opinion, I think is one of the best that we've seen in a minute. With all these guys coming out, Story's in there, right? Like Polar Bear Pete, Ohtani. I mean, Trey Mancini, what a great story for him. I mean, bro, Soto's in there. Don't sleep on him, bro.
No.
Hey, but Nick, I'm very mad about MLB or whoever did whatever they do, whoever came up with this idea of putting Soto and Ohtani in the first round. I mean, we already know.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Do that. You're trying to tell me Juan Soto's the 8th seed, bro? Come on, man.
I know, man.
Give me a break.
You just want to put the rope.
No, because we actually told Soto that too. I mean, we told him, man, we're not gonna have a chance to see a final between Ohtani and Soto, two of the best left-hander hitters in the game.
Yes.
I mean, they crushed me by that because I mean, I hope Ohtani wins because I think it's gonna be a lot of loud boos.
Yeah.
It's not Soto's fault, but I mean,
no, it's not.
If he beats Ohtani, trust me, I mean, the same way Rob Manfred was booed today, that might be the same way.
Wow.
I was there today.
I know you were there.
Hey,
I know.
Papi, 36, 36 picks today, Papi. He got booed 36 times.
35 boom.
Hey, listen, I was almost like, hey, Mr. Commissioner, hey, let me take this one for you, bro. Let me get up in here and do this fast.
Oh my God, that was bad. That was bad.
I know, man.
Oh my God, that was bad.
It's almost like, like I'm thinking, Roger Goodell, the NFL, man, he gets booed like that.
Same way,
you know what I'm
same
saying?
way.
So I'm thinking to myself, like, man, you know, hey, Commissioner Manfred, maybe we can switch it up next year, bro. You know
Yeah,
I
they're
know,
going
I
back
know,
to the
I know.
studio again. They're
I
going back to the studio.
Let's do it virtually. Let's do it virtual.
No doubt. Virtually, baby, virtually. Well, you got to remember, this is the first time the draft has ever been with fans.
That's true.
This is the first time they've allowed fans, you know, in the arena, which, by the way, check my Instagram and all my stories, bro. It was legit, dude. They did it so right. It was so much fun to be part of.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing that I would have done a little differently was I would have let a lot of the legends that were there in attendance, I would have let them be front and center. Right?
It was Fergie. It was Fergie, Andre Dawson. A lot of the legends was there.
Wow.
Bro, the Hawk, Raleigh Fingers, Rock Reigns, bro.
Nick Swisher.
Come on, man. Gee, man, bro, you trying to tell me you're going to make those dudes sit down in their seat? That's ridiculous, bro. Get up there front and center because they earned it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, true. That's true.
I mean, listen, one of these days, maybe I'm in the commissioner's office, bro.
Hey, amigo, we love you, my man.
We love you, Papa.
I love you guys, man. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay?
We'll see, man. Have a good one, man.
Adios, amigos.
Press the X.
Take care, buddy.
Take care, Papa. God bless you, man.